Hello and welcome. You're watching the news. I'm Gargi Rawat. Our top story, Rahul Gandhi disqualified from Lok Sabha. Is it advantage BJP or has this sparked opposition unity? That's coming up ahead. So Rahul Gandhi disqualified. He says that this is over the defamation case over his Modi surname remarks. The Congress says the government is rattled, plans protests across the country. The BJP hits back, says Rahul Gandhi abused the respected Prime Minister with his statements, while JP Nadda says Rahul hates OBCs. The BJP too plans protests to take this issue to the people before the election. But the action against Rahul Gandhi brings together leaders who so far had not really supported him. Arvind Kejriwal says this is not just the Congress's fight, while Mamata Banerjee says it's a new low in Prime Minister Modi's New India. And it's been a week since the hunt for radical preacher Amritpal Singh. He still remains elusive, but the arrest of his bodyguard reveals weapons training being given to his militia. His posters are put up at the India-Nepal border. In a setback for middle-class savings, debt mutual funds are set to lose out on indexation benefit, which means they lose the tax advantage, and that's as soon as April. And an incredible story of great Turkish boxer Rabia Topuz and her family were left homeless after the massive earthquake that hit her country. But despite the odds, she trained and just participated in the World Boxing Championships in Delhi. All right, so the big story we're tracking, Rahul Gandhi, former chief of the Congress party, expelled from parliament today. We'll be getting you reactions. The Congress just held a strategy meeting and they're planning protests. We're expecting more from the Congress, and Akhilesh will join us on all the political developments of the day. So Rahul Gandhi expelled from parliament today after his conviction in a defamation case for his remarks against Prime Minister's name. And today the Lok Sabha secretariat also declared his constituency in Kerala's Wayanad as vacant. In his first reaction, Rahul Gandhi tweeted in Hindi, "I'm fighting for the voice of India. I'm ready to pay any price." While the Congress said that it's an attempt to silence Rahul Gandhi for raising the Adani issue, many opposition leaders, including Mamata Banerjee, have also hit out over the action, while the BJP said that Rahul Gandhi abused the Prime Minister. Well, let's take a look at this report on all the developments of today.
Rahul Gandhi in Parliament this morning after being convicted and sentenced to 2 years in prison by a Surat court yesterday in a 2019 defamation case. Soon after, the 52-year-old was disqualified as an MP by the Lok Sabha secretariat in a note which said he is no longer an MP and his Wayanad seat is now vacant. Mr. Gandhi tweeted some hours later saying he was fighting for the voice of India.
उनको सच बोलने वालों को सदन के अंदर रखना नहीं है, इसीलिए सदन के बाहर डाल रहे हैं, लेकिन सदन के बाहर भी हम बोलेंगे.
After the announcement, Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi went into a huddle at Rahul Gandhi's official residence, which he now has to vacate in a month. The Congress party has changed its social media display picture to one of Rahul Gandhi with the words "Daro mat" or "Don't be afraid." Rahul Gandhi has been disqualified under Section 8/3 of the Representation of the People Act 1951, which says the moment a member of parliament is convicted of any offence and sentenced for at least 2 years, she or he attracts disqualification. Rahul had remarked in 2019 that the last name of two businessmen thieves, Lalit and Nirav, was Modi. And how come the surname of all thieves was Modi? The disqualification has united the opposition in criticism.
भारत के इतिहास में सबसे कम पढ़ा लिखा प्रधानमंत्री अगर हुआ है, मैं नहीं समझता आजाद भारत में कोई 12वीं पास प्रधानमंत्री हुआ है.
We know they want to silence the voice. We know they would go to all kinds of lows, but this is the low of the low, the lowest since 1950.
ये जानबूझ करके जो असली मुद्दे हैं, महंगाई, बेरोजगारी, उन पर ये बहस नहीं करना चाह रहे. उनसे ध्यान हटाने के लिए ये कांग्रेस पार्टी के नेता के साथ हुआ है, समाजवादियों के साथ पहले हो चुका है.
The BJP said it was the court and not their party which has punished the Congress leader.
He has insulted the backward classes. And the court has given 2 years punishment for that, not for parliament speech.
की स्वतंत्रता यही है कि आप किसी भी समाज को और खासकर छोटे समाज और ओबीसी समाज को अपमानित करो। आज भारत के लोकतंत्र को दुनिया में सबसे मजबूत लोकतंत्र में गिना जा रहा है और हम समाजों को तो अपमानित कर ही रहे हैं, भारत को भी अपमानित लंदन में जाकर के कर रहे हैं।
Rahul Gandhi ji is a habitual loose cannon and he thinks he can speak anything without ever facing the consequences. 3 साल थे इनसे माफी मांगने के लिए, किसी से माफी तक नहीं मांगी।
While Congress is preparing to challenge the magistrate order before the Sessions Court early next week, the party is also planning to take this fight to People's Forum by holding protests across the country. With camera person Pujaria, this is Arvind Gunasekar for NDTV.
So the Congress planning protest. The BJP is also planning a protest. They hit out at Rahul Gandhi over his statements. JP Nadda this morning said Rahul hates OBCs, and Dharmendra Pradhan, Union Minister, said Rahul Gandhi insulted the Prime Minister. The BJP too is planning to take this to the people.
देश की आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को जातिवाचक शब्द लेके गाली देना, अपशब्द कहना, अशोचनीय व्यवहार करना प्रजातंत्र है। इसमें किसी को भी गाली गुलज करने का अधिकार नहीं है, जातिवाचक शब्द लेके अपशब्द व्यवहार करने का अधिकार नहीं है, कोई भी हो।
All right, let's go across to Akhilesh now for more. So Akhilesh, clearly the BJP is pushing, one is the insult to the Prime Minister, but also a casteist statement by Rahul Gandhi, and they're saying, JP Nadda saying that Rahul hates OBCs, and this is the sort of, the way they're going to take this to the people and planning protests around this. Already, the Congress has been steadily losing out on the JPC votes, on the OBC votes.
That's right, Gargi. In fact, in the upcoming Karnataka Assembly elections, BJP is planning to raise this issue at big time, because the BJP's OBC Morcha chief has told us that, from 6th of April, which is the BJP's foundation day, till 14th of April, which is Baba Saheb Ambedkar's birth anniversary, BJP will be reaching out to around 1 lakh villages across the country and will reach out to 1 crore households. So this is what the BJP's strategy is, and BJP says that OBC have been insulted by Rahul Gandhi, and party wants to make it a big issue in the upcoming assembly elections in Karnataka. And of course, as far as the BJP's support to OBC is concerned, we have seen that how in the past 10 years, BJP has got just double. In 2009, BJP was getting 22% votes of the OBC, and in 2019, BJP got 44% votes. So the vote share got just double according to Lokniti CSDC survey. And that shows that how BJP has been making inroads into the OBC vote banks of regional parties and as well as the Congress party. And BJP now wants to keep that vote bank intact. And also, we have seen that how the Samajwadi Party and the RJD are trying to wean away those OBC castes which have supported the BJP in the last 2 elections. So that's why BJP feels that this issue will, of course, unite the entire OBC behind the BJP, because Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself is an OBC leader and is the tallest leader of the party.
All right, Akhilesh, thanks so much for that. We'll go across now to where Jairam Ramesh is speaking.
के बाद राजनीतिक प्रक्रिया क्या होनी चाहिए कांग्रेस पार्टी को, उस पर कानूनी कदमों पर बात नहीं हुई। हालांकि हमारे प्रवक्ता और जाने माने वकील अभिषेक सिंघवी जी ने सभी साथियों को अवगत कराया कानूनी तौर से क्या कदम लिए जाएंगे, और उस पर आज अभिषेक सिंघवी जी ने भी एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की है। तो 2 घंटे के लिए कानूनी प्रक्रिया पर नहीं, बल्कि संगठन की ओर से क्या कदम लेने चाहिए उस पर बातचीत हुई। कई सुझाव आए। अगले 3-4 दिन में आप देखेंगे हमारे संगठन एआईसीसी की ओर से, पीसीसी की ओर से, डीसीसी की ओर से और हमारे जो फ्रंटल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है उनके ओर से क्या प्रतिक्रिया होगी, क्या कदम वो लेंगे। देश भर में हम ये मुद्दा लेकर जाएंगे कि राहुल गांधी जी को जानबूझकर डिस्क्वालीफाई कराया गया है, क्योंकि पहले तो वो 2014 से मोदी सरकार के नियत और मोदी सरकार की नीतियों के खिलाफ अपनी आवाज उठाई। नोटबंदी के बारे में, जीएसटी के बारे में, निजीकरण के बारे में, विदेश नीति, खास तौर से जो क्लीन चिट प्रधानमंत्री ने दी चीन को जून 2020 को, तो 2014 से राहुल गांधी जी अपनी आवाज उठा रहे मोदी एक सरकार की नीयत और नीतियों के खिलाफ। दूसरा कारण यह है कि भारत जोड़ो यात्रा की सफलता से भारतीय जनता पार्टी घबराई हुई थी, परेशानी में थी। भारत जोड़ो यात्रा के दौरान कई प्रयास किए गए भारत जोड़ो यात्रा को, राहुल गांधी जी को बदनाम करने के लिए, पर
All right, so Jairam Ramesh there addressing the press conference after a meeting was held at the Congress headquarters on Congress strategy. They're planning protests, highlighting this issue that Rahul Gandhi has been raising various, issues about the government that has made them uncomfortable, and therefore he's being targeted. That is what they're going to be taking to the people. But an interesting development after Rahul Gandhi's disqualification has been the support coming to Rahul Gandhi from chief ministers and former chief ministers, regional leaders who earlier had not really spoken out in his favor. And surprisingly, you've had Mamata Banerjee saying that this is a new low in Prime Minister Modi's New India. She had been silent so far on all the issues the Congress was raising. KCR said a black day for Indian democracy, while Arvind Kejriwal said it's not just a Congress's fight now. Let's go back to Akhilesh for more on that. And Akhilesh, so this has been a very interesting development, and perhaps something the BJP wasn't expecting, that, this opposition unity is something that's spoken about a lot, but this has brought many leaders who so far have not been supporting Rahul Gandhi out in his support.
Well, BJP's calculation is simple, Gargi. They feel that, Rahul Gandhi is not somebody who unites the opposition parties. In fact, he divides the opposition parties. This is what the BJP's calculation has been. And that is why BJP feels that in 2014, in 2019, it was Modi versus Rahul, and Modi had beaten Rahul Gandhi. This time also in 2024, this will be Modi versus Rahul, and that will suit the BJP. In fact, the list which you have read out about the chief ministers who have supported Rahul Gandhi, a notable name is missing of Nitish Kumar, Bihar chief minister. So that is also very interesting why Nitish Kumar has not reacted, or the JDU has not reacted on Rahul Gandhi's disqualification. That also sends a very strong signal about the opposition unity. And third point is that, Mamata Banerjee till recently has spoken about Rahul Gandhi's image and told very clearly to her workers that, how BJP is trying to make Rahul Gandhi a hero so that the opposition can be divided. So BJP is working on that strategy. They feel that, Rahul Gandhi is not somebody who is going to unite all the opposition parties, because the question will be raised whether the stalwart, tall senior leaders like Mamata Banerjee, K. Chandrasekhar Rao, Nitish Kumar, Sharad Pawar, they can work under Rahul Gandhi and project him as the prime minister candidate.
All right, Akhilesh, thanks so much for joining us with that. Well, let's now move away from the political news and news of the economy. And the finance bill was cleared in the Lok Sabha today with a tax amendment on debt fund gains. This essentially means that debt mutual funds will lose the tax advantage, and this starts in April. Sakshi Bajaj reports.
Item number 19, finance bill. Manya Mantri ji.
Sir, I rise to move that the bill to give effect to the financial proposals of the central government.
Amid the ongoing protest by the opposition, the government pushed through the new finance bill in the Lok Sabha.
The finance bill actually brought in 10 main provisions which are helpful for the middle class and for the communities as a whole.
निर्णय की विधेयक से संशोधित को पारित किया जाए, जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में वो हाँ कहे, जो सदस्य इसके विरोध में वो ना।
Passed with voice vote, despite one controversial addition added to the final version of the finance bill. To put it simply, if any mutual fund is investing less than 35% in equities, the new amendment of losing out on the indexation benefit and being taxed at par with fixed deposits applies to them. So as per definition alone, this applies to debt mutual funds or balanced mutual funds. As per experts, this amendment primarily impacts the elderly and corporates, those who don't want to take a higher risk in equities essentially. For instance, if a senior citizen decides to invest 10 lakhs from April 1st in debt mutual funds, they now end up paying a tax at the marginal rate based on their income, as against the concessional rate earlier adjusted for inflation.
The ambit in my understanding is any mutual fund, regardless of category, that holds less than 35% in equities shares. So that means all your debt mutual funds. It means things like gold ETFs. It means international funds. It even means fund of funds investing in a combination of equity mutual funds. So really, and it means select hybrid funds also. So the ambit is truly very wide.
I beg to move the motion.
Debt mutual funds are seen as a safe investment, but today's controversial move allows the tax rate to be as high as it is for fixed deposits. Now with this benefit gone, banks are expected to gain with higher fixed deposits.
But more importantly,
it is important to remember though that this change applies to new investors. So all those investing post March 31st, 2023 and doesn't impact existing debt fund holders. Sakshi Bajaj for NDTV.
Well, to talk more about this, we're now joined by Nilesh Shah, Member Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister and Group President and Managing Director, Kotak Mahindra AMC. Thank you so much for joining us. If you could explain, how should investors view this decision?
So, one, investors should not view any investment decision from the lenses of tax. Tax is always on the profit made. When you are investing, please look at your financial objective and your risk profile. Now, obviously, as the tax concession on debt mutual fund is taken, the post-tax return will come down for high tax bracket individuals. But we believe mutual funds still continue to offer professional management and diversification. With as little as 500 rupee, you can take exposure to 30, 40, 50 companies. So other than tax benefits, all the other advantages of debt mutual funds continue to remain relevant for investors.
But tax advantage was a big advantage.
As I mentioned, you should not be investing because you are seeking tax advantage. Every investor must follow a portfolio approach where debt, equity, real estate, commodity all have appropriate place based on their investment horizon and risk profile. There will be no impact at the shorter end of the curve because anyway, otherwise they were getting taxed at the normal tax rate. So up to 3-year investment will continue from 1st April 2023 in the same manner as it was before 31st March 2023. It's only for investment beyond 3 years where long-term capital gain benefits are not available. But there will be other products available like hybrid schemes, which can provide you better risk and higher return.
So is this move aimed at, boosting consistency in tax policy across all debt instruments, and this is also going to push people towards fixed deposits?
So this is probably move under the new tax regime where tax rates are lower and tax incentives are taken away. It can also be seen on the context of level playing field between various financial savings instruments. We just hope and pray that other tax loopholes which are prevailing in our market also will get plugged by the government over a period of time. For example, even today, listed zero coupon debenture converts interest income into capital gain beyond 1 year holding period. That's a tax loophole of about 29% from 1st April 2023. Even this kind of tax loopholes needs to be plugged. Let the competition be on what kind of risk-adjusted return every instrument can deliver.
Right. Now, Mr. Shah, this move, however, has got a lot of reactions. It's being viewed as controversial. Is there any space here? Are you planning to, address these concerns over the move with the government or with investors?
So with our investors, we have been communicating since yesterday night when this was announced. And thank you for providing us this platform. let me reassure every mutual fund investors that your existing investments are grandfathered. This is prospective amendment and not retrospective amendment. So whatever you have invested from before or till 31st March 2023, that will continue to get long-term capital gain and indexation benefits. From 1st April 2023, investment with time horizon up to 3 years, there is absolutely no change. It continues to remain at par with what is today. It is only beyond 3-year investment horizon where capital gains and indexation benefits are not available. But despite tax advantage taken away, mutual funds continue to give you diversification. It continues to give you professional risk management and investment management. Right. And I'm sure it will continue to add value to investors' portfolio.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Nilesh Shah, for speaking to us and, explaining that very clearly.
Thank you.
Well, now on to a story of grit and determination. When the earthquake struck Malatya city in Turkey on 6th of February, Rabia Topuz and her family were left homeless, living in a makeshift shelter with barely any supplies in the bitter cold. She, however, prepared for the Boxing World Championships. Well, Rabia did lose in the first round, but will return to Turkey as a better boxer with tons of experience. Here's a report.
Rabia Topuz, a flyweight boxer from Turkey, is among 11 Turkish boxers at the Boxing World Championships in Delhi this spring. For the 22-year-old, her biggest bout was making it to India. On 6th of February, her home in Malatya in eastern Anatolian region of Turkey was razed after an earthquake of 7.8 on the Richter scale struck.
Deprem olunca kendi canımızı nasıl kurtarabiliriz diye, nasıl kaçabiliriz diye o an onu düşünmeye başladık. Direkt kendimizi dışarı attık. Çıktığımızda herkes dışarıdaydı, evler yıkılmıştı. Depremin geçmesini bekledik.
After 10 days of staying in the car and experiencing aftershocks, Rabia joined the national camp. Despite death and destruction all around, she did not let her spirit die.
Kampa katılmadan önce hayat çok kötüydü. Çünkü evler yıkılmıştı. Herkes dışarılardaydı, çadırlarda kalıyordu ve hava şartları çok kötüydü. Yağmurluydu, karlıydı.
The family of 5 had lost everything, and then a good Samaritan sponsored Rabia to get to the camp.
Orası deprem bölgesi olduğu için deprem bölgesine yardıma gelmişlerdi. O arada da biz kendi durumumuzu izah etmiştik. Orada depremde de yardıma gelen bir abi.